Sorry, OBS was kind of acting up again. As OBS is wont to do, because OBS is kind of stupid. So yes, back to our shiny hunting of OSHAWOTT. How's everyone doing today, though? Hope y'all are doing pretty good. So yeah, goal for today is... Okay, nope. Nothing there. Also, lock the back seat. There we go. But yeah, so how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing pretty well. Pretty much goal for today is just continue hatching eggs. We have, I believe, 6 boxes of eggs. So we should be good. Also, I'm an idiot. I'm going to make an egg power sandwich to hatch these eggs faster, because that is what we did last time. And it really helps. No, no pickles, no cucumbers, no nothing. Pull, video. Nice, Mudkip. Very nice. Make a sandwich. But yeah, we're just gonna make the great peanut butter sandwich, because that gives us egg power, and egg power makes eggs hatch much faster. It's pretty much like 75%. It pretty much shaves off like a quarter of the hatching time, which is great. I've also gone through and I've actually deleted all of my spare OSHAWOTT that I don't need anymore. Hello, Lonely Onion, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope y'all are doing good. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But nice, shiny male Ralt. We have completed the Ralts family a while ago. Very glad I got that one out of the way. These 3 batches of eggs from Jamie H. Charmander. I should be able to get you one off stream, Aiden. Just send me a DM on Discord and I could get you one. Here we go. End the picnic. There we go, done picnicking. Hello there, welcome in, DeMarco Crown. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay, let's see. So, nope, none of those are shiny. Moving on. But yeah, so we're just going to be hatching eggs, hopefully looking for a shiny in the overworld. But yeah, this is why I very much like using egg power. It really speeds things up. Okay, lady. Grab some Chick-fil-A. Nice. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like on the stream. There are 9 of you wonderful viewers out there, but only 5 likes. No Foxy, no pickles, bad pickles. Pickles are not allowed here. Pickles are evil. They are a sign of evilness. There should not be pickles here. Also, I approve of that pun, Omar. I very much approve of that pun. I would say Rock is not an underrated type of the offensive spectrum. I would hardly say that is an underrated type offensively. Rock is terrifying on offense. I despise pickles, Aiden. I absolutely despise pickles. You know, Rock is pretty amazing on offense. Welcome in, Jay. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Honestly, one of the reasons why Rock is so good on offense is, like, because of Stealth Rocks. Because Stealth Rock just hits so many things for super effective damage. Oh, what is it, Aiden? You know, I despise pickles. We've been over this many times. I despise them. One more egg and then we can finish the batch. None of those are shiny. There we go. 130. No, it's perfectly understandable, Jay. You never need to apologize. What's the lore with you and Talonflame? The lore with me and Talonflame is just Talonflame has bad stats. When you have a lower attack stat than a Moongus, and when you have a lower attack than a Moongus, and you are designed to be an attacker glass cannon, meaning you cannot do the one job that your stat line is there to do, I consider that a failure. Then they didn't bully that today. Well, it's a good thing you didn't bully Zed. It is not good to bully Zeddy boy. We like Zed. And went to home compatibility to evolve my shiny OSHAWOTT because it's hidden ability and caught the raid Samurott into Beast Ball. Nice! Tommy! Hello, Tommy! Can one of the mods please go grab Tommy's link? How are you doing, Tommy? Way shiny OSHAWOTT with hidden ability and caught the raid Samurott in a Beast Ball. Nice. Very nice. I wonder. Is that a Samurott from Legends? Or, not a Samurott, an OSHAWOTT from Legends? I don't know if it will actually evolve into Hisuian Samurott if brought into this game. Welcome in, Rosie. How are you doing? Welcome in, Rosie. Hope you're doing good. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hope y'all doing good. I love how OSHAWOTT just comes out an egg is like, ah. OSHAWOTT is a good bean. I'm doing very well, Tommy. I'm doing delightful. YouTube has been very kind these past several days. And I got my birthday coming in a few days. That's going to be fun. Yeah, stuff's going good. Stuff's going pretty good. Just waiting for some of the Elite Battle League stuff to finish. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, highly encourage you guys to check out the Elite Battle League playlist. Glorious battles with some great battlers. You're gonna love them. You're gonna love all of it. Nice, Rosie. Nice. The stream is already up, Aiden, for that. It is in 3 days. Great person I've seen that's less skillful than man. I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Mudkip. I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said. And I'm honored you said that. But yeah, right now, I'm just waiting for the results of the next week of playoffs to come in for the Elite Battle League. So that way I can know who my next opponent is going to be. Because for the Elite Battle League, my match for this week was recorded last week. So I basically have just 3 weeks where I just don't need to battle. So I'm just waiting until the results of Sly and Doorman's match are made public, so I can start preparing for which one of them I have to face. Because my goal is to be the champion of the Elite Battle League. Which is why I am helping Timmy B prepare for his matchup against Lonely Hermit. Because I don't want to face Lonely Hermit. His team scares me. It scares me a lot. I did participate in the Splatfest, Tommy. We were Team Nessie, and Nessie won. I'm super happy about that. Let's go Loch Ness Monster, people. Let's go Loch Ness Monster. Lutsunia doesn't feel the same because Lutsunia bullies Zed. Do not bully Zed. Zed is a good bean. We love Zed. Zed is a good and wholesome bean who should not be bullied. He should be head patted. Meadow might be able to do with... Really? We may be able to do the thing to 10. I very much liked it. I very much enjoyed the Splatfest. I was worried that Team Nessie wasn't gonna win. I'm super, super happy about that. We must protect Zed. Zed is very protectable. Black and White Randomize is going to be a live stream. Oh, that could be fun. That sounds fun, Jay. I enjoyed the Splatfest. Also, I actually finished beating the main story of Splatoon 3 today. So... you have something to look forward to when it comes to that. This series is Main story is mostly wrapped up now. I'm still gonna beat all of the rest of the levels, because, like, I did barely half of them. So I'm gonna be doing all of the levels. And we got content. Don't bully that. Bully the Triforce of Boomers, a.k.a. Menace like 19-year. Exactly! Exactly! See, Mudkip knows what's up. Exactly. I love that, the Triforce of Boomers. Ah, that's why we love you, Mudkip. That's why we love you. Who pinged me? Who the frick pinged me? Why was I pinged? I guess, like, where was I pinged is probably my, like, better question. Wasn't Jakey. It wasn't Jakey's end of stuff. Because it's Jakey. Jakey as in Jacob as always, not Jakey as in Jacob XY. Kind of the super awkward thing about having multiple friends all named Jakey is I say one, I don't mean the other. Did you do, like, main story? I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the storyline of Splatoon 3, and especially the conclusion in the end. Luzune is half nice to Meta, and Sly is taking a break. What do you mean? Oh, eggs are done hatching. Again, my brain is just all over the freaking place. My brain is in, like, 10,000 different pieces right now. Granted, that's always the case with my brain. I enjoyed it. Like, I think that Splatoon 3 had a good storyline. Which, for me, is good, because I generally prefer a main story for things. Okay. Don't bully Sly. Sly is a good bean. We like Sly. Also, I want to make sure Sly wins his matchup against Dorman, because I don't want to face Galarian Darmanitan again. Like, there are maybe 4 Pokemon in the entirety of the Elite Battle League I never want to fight ever again. One of them is frickin' Galarian Darm. The second is Zacian. The third is Mewtwo. Wait, Mewtwo's at least vaguely tolerable. But the Sword Dog is stupid. Yeah, it's like, I can see that. The Platinum Friend Lock of the team. Swallow, what's with Valplum? Has killed the creation of your RCS with Rock Smash. Fun. Kyogre immune to Survivor that is carrying. Fun. Nuzlocke are always interesting, is all I can say. Interesting is the only thing. Sly is not a bean. Midnight is a bean. Sly is balding. Sly is not balding. Sly is amusing. Sly is an amusing thing. Shinies don't exist. Remember, Aiden. Shinies don't exist. Okay, it's a Palmo. Quagsire. Well, Quagsire's a good thing. Yeah, gonna have to hunt that one. Again, we are gonna be shiny hunting Lugia back in Heart Gold, Soul Silver sometime. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be delightful. I am thinking... I know what we're doing on my birthday, though. I know what we're doing for that. That's gonna be... We're gonna be resuming Ho-Oh for that shiny hunt, so... if you guys have Sword and Shield, and you have the DLC, I would very much appreciate if you guys would pop in for some Dynamax adventures on that. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna need all. I'm gonna need... What do you mean soft resets for Quagsire? Gets high jump kick, has good defensive stats, gets Dippy Dick, gets fake out, Swords Dance, Rock Slide, 50's pretty... The thing is, Scrafty doesn't have very high offensive stats. That's kind of the thing that really holds it back. I mean, also, high jump kick isn't really as good of a move as you think it is, that dude. High jump kick is not a very, very good move. Yeah, the issue is that it doesn't really have the greatest accuracy, and it's very, very strong, but when the cost of that is, you run the risk of losing half of your health instantly, it's not a great thing to have. Oh, so I was going to Quagon out of armor. Makes sense. Limit of freedom of speech. That's a Viper because I needed to. I had a Lairon. I learned could get a rock move, do level up or ground moves, but Mudslap. That's the Viper's been that. No, it's 70. I'm pretty sure it's 70% accurate. Jump kick is, I believe, 90% accurate. Or maybe it's 85% accurate. But it comes, like, with a lot lower power. And especially with something like Scrafty, which doesn't have the greatest offensive stats to begin with, doesn't really help it. Yeah, the issue is really more of, like, the moves. Because Scrafty's is pretty good. Like, one thing I remember Scrafty being very, very good for is it's very good at intimidate support when it comes to doubles. In singles, it's not great, but in doubles, it's very good. Because, you know, it gets that fake out, it gets that intimidate. I don't think it gets U-turn, but another thing it gets is, like, Dragon Dance and Moxie. So, like, it can kind of do a bit of both ends of the spectrum, but it is a little bit trickier to pull off. Okay, no, you're not shiny. Just want to make sure that it was not shiny. 70% accuracy. I have Serena that never misses it. Nice. Funny. Yeah, high jump kick is high jump kick's a thing. Amusingly, in the most recent, as in like recently recorded battle of the Elite Battle League, high jump kick was in play. High jump kick was a move that was in play. And that gave me a lot of worries. So that high jump kick is a terrifying move. But I think you guys are going to love the next episode of the Elite Battle League. I'm not to spoil anything. There were shenanigans that were pulled off in the most recent EBL match. And you guys are gonna freaking love those shenanigans. So stay tuned on Saturday for that. But how are you doing, Drogain? Can one of the mods please go grab Drogain's link? How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing delightful. I certainly know that I am. What's new with you, Drogain? How's the video YouTube stuff been treating you with stuff and things? People went Nuzlocke was banned, one low kick. Gordy G-Max didn't work at all. Cinderace died to G-Max. Yes! Low kick is a weight-based move. All weight-based attacks immediately fail against a Pokemon that is Dynamaxed or Gigantamaxed. They simply do not work. So that is something to always remember. Like, Grass Knot doesn't work. Low kick doesn't work. Heat Crash, Heavy Slam, neither of those work. So basically, if the move is, again, a weight-based attack, it just straight up doesn't work. Against a G-Max or Dynamax Pokemon. Yeah, we're slowly closing. Your channel freaking just exploded. I need to replicate your success, Drogain. The goal is by the end of the year to hit 3K, but I'm really hoping to hit 5K. I must replicate your success, Drogain. Teach me your secrets. I must find them out. I don't know, I thought they were stronger, because they... Yeah, it just doesn't work against them. Yeah, weight-based moves just fail against anything that is Dynamaxed or Gigantamaxed. It's very weird. But it makes sense. It's a weird thing. Because remember, the battle code for Sword and Shield had to basically be remade from scratch. Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe it's like weight moves were a bit too powerful otherwise, and they had to nerf them some way. I don't know. It's one of those things we'll kind of never get clarification on, but it's just a thing that it just doesn't work. It's weird. But yeah, you guys are gonna freaking love the next battle of the EBL. All I'll say is about the next battle of the Elite Battle League. In the entire 5 seasons the Elite Battle League has run, I managed to pull off a first. So let's get hyped up for that. That's great. I think he's got lucky with hitting the right top at the right time. I mean, fair enough. Mr. Humble Drogan over here. The humbleness. You can feel the humble vibes. You know, you do great work. You do deserve. You did earn that growth. You did very well with it. Yeah, but there definitely is a little bit of luck with a lot of stuff. It's one of the reasons why I just like upload shorts of shiny reactions every single day. Specifically because like you never know when one of them can just pop off. Because like last week, one of the short reactions for shiny I did, it was the Halucha shiny reaction, and you know, it was like, okay, we'll do a Halucha reaction. I need a filler thing for a day. And then it's like, boom. That one short that I was like, it's probably not going to do great because they never do great on Saturdays. 7 new subs. You do links, Jez? Oh. I guess I have to go do that. Sorry about that, Jay. Sorry about that. There we go. Where is no shinies. Okay, let's turn back around. Satisfaction to sneeze. That does not sound good, Leanne. Yeah, I hate allergies too. Spring is my least favorite time of the year. Despite the fact that my birthday is around this time of the year, I despise spring. For one reason, and one reason alone. I get allergies, and I do not like being reduced to a sneezing, watery-eyed, itchy-eyed mess because of some stupid pollen. Like, I would rather deal with the blistering heat of summer in the middle of the day when I go out running, because yes, for those who don't know, I do go running, and I will go running outside when it is like 100 degrees in the blazing hot sun. And I would rather that for an extra 3 months than endure 3 months of pollen allergies. So, like, I despise springtime for that reason. Just because of my allergies. It's why if Pokemon were real, I would never be able to have a grass type. Because because, like, one of Badoo's dex entries even mentions, like, oh yeah, the pollen causes allergies of trainers. Remember the first time a small tournament with 40 people using Scrafty to advantage of Team Day because physical attack is everywhere. Yeah, that... I mean, it depends on, like, also, like, what's good at the time. You know, some things in singles, like, physical attackers are pretty good. But also times where others are a bit better. I think when it comes to, like, a bulky Intimidator, I kind of think Incineroar's taken over that job because, like, it gets pivoting moves, and it also has a bit of a better typing. Yeah, with the invention of Fairy type, Scrafty kind of gets a little bodied. Just a little bit hard-bodied by the existence of Fairy type. When it comes to, like, Incineroar's got, like, very few weaknesses, and, like, it can switch against most. I mean, Incineroar's a Pokemon I have a very, very interesting history with, because as a Pokemon, I love Incineroar. Legitimately one of my favorite starters of all time. Probably actually my second favorite starter of all time. But as a Pokemon competitively, I hate it. There are a few Pokemon that irritate me as much as Incineroar, because Incineroar is so broken. It's so stupidly powerful. Yeah, but it's double weak to Fairy is the thing. Fairy is kind of everywhere. The other thing is that as far as like bulky Intimidators go, Incineroar kind of also has taken a bit over of that. Got like twice, and now drinking water feels like... One thing, when I had COVID, Leanne, that I can recommend is take, like, a spoonful of honey and do that every, like, 4 hours or so. That very much helped me when I had my sore throat. So hopefully that helps you. Because that very much helped me when I had my sore throat. No, being a mixed attacker is not good. There is only one Pokemon who has ever fundamentally been able to pull off a mixed set, and that is Salamence. And even then, really the only reason it can pull off being a mixed attacker is purely because Draco Meteor has absurdly stupid base power. As well as, like, Aerialite. Aerialite Hyper Voice Mega Salamence was another thing. But, like, that's a Mega Evolution, and Mega Evolutions are kind of meant to be absurd. Togekiss, Last, Crafty. Or Sphere, Air Slash, Moonblast. Togekiss did not get Moonblast. It only got Moonblast in Legends. In the actual main games, it only gets Dazzling Gleam. The things that get Moonblast are very weird. It's like, Sylveon and Gardevoir get it. But like Togekiss, Hatterene, and a bunch of others, they don't. The distribution of Moonblast is just freaking bonkers. But it's like, okay, well, Zacian gets Moonblast. What the freak does... This doesn't make any sense. The Pokemon moves make 0 sense. But yeah, Salamence is like one of the few, if the only mix attacker to, on a fundamental competitive level, make mix attacking working. And being a mix attacker meaning that in the same move sets of, like, in the same slot of 4 attacks, running physical and special moves, not, say, like Arceus, being given the option to go either physical moves or special moves. It's running both physical and special attacks on the same moveset of 4 in conjunction with one another. The only other kind of one that could do that was, like, Rayquaza, but even then, Rayquaza only did that because it wanted Earth Power to blast through Stack Attacka. To be fair, Zacian at least makes sense to get Moonblast, because a wolf. Wolves, the moon, kind of iconic. Just a little bit iconic right there. Even then, Dazzling Gleam. Oh yeah, Dazzling Gleam just obliterates it. Yeah, that's kind of the one issue with Scrafty, is Fairy is probably the second or third back in Sword and Shield most oppressive type in existence, as in, like, the most prominent typing. I would say in Scarlet Violet, it's probably, like, the most prominent to the second most prominent typing in the game. And, like, things that have a double weakness to Fairy get just, like, slapped out of existence. I mean, look at what happened to our poi boy Hydreigon. Hydreigon went from top of the frickin' world when it came to Black and White to just under the bottom bad when Fairy put it into the dirt. Big sad. Much sad. Hey, Dumplays, how you doing? But League of Thorns is great, but it's also a reference to Robot Hunter. Oh, I knew about the Robot Tyranitar. Iron Thorns is a Pokemon that I wish I could like more. The thing is, Iron Thorns isn't good. I'm someone who, Pokemon I like, I tend to bond with in using them in, like, draft leagues, using them in competitive, and using them in, battles. And something like Iron Thorns is very, very difficult for me to, like, get attached to. Because what makes Tyranitar great, isn't that it's a rock type. What makes Tyranitar great is it's a rock type that has a sand setting ability, that it's also a dark type that's a pseudo-legendary, that has one of the best move pools in the series, that gets amazing setup options. And then you have Iron Thorns, which has debatably a better type combination, but has a worse stat line. It doesn't have Sandstream. It, better typing in, like, the defensive sense, but a worse offensive typing because, physical electric moves basically don't exist. And Rock was never really what made Tyranitar... Rock is what made Tyranitar great defensively, but Dark is what made Tyranitar great offensively, because for as good of an offensive type as Rock is, a lot of Rock-type moves are themselves not very good. One of your best ones is Rock Slide. But Rock Slide is, like a 90-95% accurate move with a 75 base power. That is actually below average in terms of base power of attacks. Most attacks that Pokemon are using are going to be 80 base power to, 90-95 base power, and the rare, 100 base power from things like Earthquake. And, then you got Rock Slide, which is slightly inaccurate and is even weaker. And, most Rock types are not the fastest, so they probably aren't going to get that flinch chance off. And, again, the Sandstream that buffs Tyranitar's special defense, making it able to, really, really, really will take hits. See the occasional Murkrow Garchomp that's get bodied by Fluttermane bundle. God, Fluttermane terrifies me. Fluttermane is the unholy combination of better Sylveon and, Gengar. And it's horrifying. How you doing, Sanji? Can one of the mons please go grab Sanji's Link? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Murkrow Chomp is, still a thing, but it makes sense. I'm kind of surprised we aren't seeing, Murkrow Hydreigon. Because that's what I loved. I was a big fan of just Draco Meteor one turn, Haze the next turn. Super fun. Yeah, Fluttermane's just insane. I like Fluttermane. It's fun to use, but it is terrifying. It is just because the thing is, it's not even, a glass cannon, because its special defense is bonkers. So, it can take special, it gets destroyed by a physical attack. But from the special, it's actually pretty specially bulky. And, one thing that really keeps, Scizor out of the metagame is all the Sun teams. Fluttermane is run on Sun teams, and what is Scizor really not like? Fire types who run on Sun teams. Pretty good, been a little busy with school. How you been? I'm doing great. I've been doing pretty good. Rowlet, the Rowlet Shiny Hunt's been doing very delightful. OSHAWOTT, still under odds, but we're not getting any sparkles yet. But other than that, it's pretty good. The Elite Battle League has been treating us very, very well, Sanji. Highly recommend you check out the EBL playlist. Some amazing battles. We defeated the previous champion. He was a participant. We have not become the champion yet. But we have defeated the person who has previously won the championship 3 times. We lost our week 1 match, but we bounced back super quick, and now we're on a wrecking spree. Also, you're gonna see one of, the most hilarious shenanigans in next week's battle. Well, next week's as in, this Saturday. That video is gonna go up where I pull off an Elite Battle League first. And just all kinds of generalized shenanigans happen. Quick question regarding raid tier list. Is S tier describe a mon that works 9% of the raids? I have no idea, Black Red. I have no clue about raid tier lists. I do not do, tier lists of how good things are. I just go with, this is what works the most consistently. Because getting percentages like that is kind of difficult to do. Am I correct in saying that Ledian is the weakest fully evolved Pokemon? I don't know. That could be the case. It might be the weakest fully evolved Pokemon. I actually don't know, because Ledian's a Pokemon I just kind of casually forget exists from time to time. Not gonna lie, I just, like, do forget it is. I think it... Maybe not... Okay, I was gonna say, like, no. Watchog, I think, is the weakest in terms of ones in Unova. I don't think it's the weakest of all of them, though. The question regarding raids... But yeah. I forget the Song of Time. I do not remember the Song of Time either, Mudkip. You're talking about my Let's Play of Ocarina of Time that happened like half a year ago to maybe a year ago. Like, no, yeah, that was probably 8-9 months ago, which really was probably more like 10 months ago, considering the time of recording. I don't freaking remember anything like that, I'll be honest. My brain is a sieve. You have to remember, Mudkip. Things go in one ear, and they just leave out the other. Again, my brain is a sieve. The basic good move for every type, like Flamethrower for good, Thunderbolt for electric. What's a good base move steel? Depends on physical or special. Because for physical, I'd say it's Iron Head. For special, it's Flash Cannon. You know, that's one of the big actually, that's like what thing I was mentioning a bit earlier about Tyranitar. That's one of the weaknesses of Tyranitar is, you know, the good move for rock types. It's Rock Slide. Physically, anyway. For special attacking ones, it's Power Gem. But, you know, Rock Slide, little inaccurate. You know, there is that 5% chance of missing. Oh, I don't remember the Song of Time from the 10 months ago. Oh, T, play Majora's Mask. Let's screw OT. Don't play Majora's Mask. Hey, what's my outfit? Like Flash Cannon. Yeah, Flash Cannon. Like, Flash Cannon's a very good move. Well, not... Flash Cannon is good for the special steel attackers, but Iron Head's basically the other one. Yeah, Shy, trust me, I also love the Gen 5 parts. When possible, I use the Gen 5 sprites, because Gen 5 had the best art style, and I will die on that hill. Gen 5 went hardest. That Breloom is OU this gen, favorite dress up since forever. I mean, I'm pretty sure Breloom's been good competitively ever since the Toxic Orb was introduced. Like, Breloom's been, like, always very good. Breloom has been obnoxious in doubles. Like, doubles Breloom is terrifying. Because, unlike Toadscruel, who has to move last because of Mycelium Might, it can actually kind of be a fast Spore user. No, we cannot send Sly... Oh, not Sly. We cannot send Shy to Quebec. We cannot send Shy to Quebec. Yeah, I like Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon is, like, low-key one of my favorite moves in the entire Pokemon series, as nerdy as that absolutely sounds. I just really like it. Like, no Pokemon I ever use are good at using Flash Cannon. Because, like, I never use Magnezone. The closest was Duraludon. But, like, Duraludon's not in this game, and I only use Duraludon for, like, a few series back on Sword and Shield. But, like, I love Flash Cannon. I never use anything that can use Flash Cannon. I know it makes Royal Gen wanted to use their Platinum sprites, but animated, but school season animated. You know how to use them. Yeah, like, just the sprite art. Like, the sprite art from Gen 5 has so much personality in it. This one, like, 1 second loop of animation from Samurott has more personality in it than any of the animated, like, full 3D models that the newer games have. And it's like, I love the sprites. They're so good. I wish we could go back to the sprites, because they look so good. I love them. But also, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. We are going to be continuing our... We need to go up another picnic for our sandwich. We're running egg power sandwiches because they actually hatch our eggs a little bit quicker. To make your routine up from platinum since bank is now free. Delightful. Yeah, I gotta start migrating my stuff up from Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, a lot of my older games. I really gotta start doing that. I can finally move my Metagross up into my shiny Metagross up from Ultra Moon into my Sword and Shield version. Which means I can finally use Metagross in VGC. Like, I can finally use Steven the Metagross in VGC legally. Awesome. Imagine Samurai was doing that in full 3D. That would be awesome. And that would take way too much to animate, which is why they didn't do it. And I'm like, why? It's why these sprites were best. It's why the sprites were the best. I miss them. Mega Beedrill was horrifyingly good competitively. 150 base physical attack, like what, 110, 120 base speed, adaptability, drill, run, poison, jab, U-turn. It was terrifying. Oh, not in VGC. No, it was not very good in VGC, mostly because Rock Slide is like everywhere in VGC. Heat Wave was still very big in VGC at the time. Earthquake, very good in, even though it's not weak to Earthquake, it still kind of gets like really, really shredded by Earthquake. A lot of priority in VGC, which Beedrill does not very much appreciate. But it did do a good job at shredding Heatran. Yo, you mean Max? That's the sprite work back at the DS with some of the... Yeah, it's like the 2D sprite work they did in the Gen 5 games is beautiful. Like, it's why, whenever possible, I will... resume your hunt. You stupid bird who refused to sparkle at 5 times Dynamax Adventure shiny odds, might I add. Yeah, it was better for singles because, like, you didn't have to deal with all the priority spam. But also the issue of singles is entry hazards kind of destroy it. Started Fossil Fighters Champions playthrough tomorrow. Nice. I'm a very big fan of Fossil Fighters. Fossil Fighters Champions is a delightful series. Are you sure the mic's out? My thing is still showing. My volume is going up. I'm pretty sure we've done this before, Mudkip, where I've shown you what shiny Spinarak sprite looked like in Generation 5. I feel like we've done this exact same thing before. Yeah, the mic is working. That's weird. Mics are very, very weird at times. Yo. There we go, to 190. Yeah, we should hit about 360 today. Maybe a little less than 360. Of course you forgot, Mudkip. You naturally forget things. After the lurks, I need to head to class. Thank you very much for the lurks, Angie. Thank you very much for the lurks. They matter a great deal to us. Yeah, I love Fossil Fighters Champions. Like, that... Wait, Sly's Canadian? Oh, no. Tinier's Canadian. Tinier's the Canadian. He was like, no, yeah, Sly's not streaming, you said. But yeah, no, Tinier's. Alright, so Mudkip, we are going to be doing the thing to Tinier tonight. We're going to be doing the thing. Favorite movie? So, do you mean favorite movie as in, like, my favorite one to watch? Or, like, favorite movie as in what movie I think, like, the highest of? Because they're two different answers. They are two very different answers. I grew up with the anime, loved the game, story was great, music slaps. I periodically forget who is American and who is Canadian, Mudkip, okay? So many of the other creators are also Canadian and American. I don't know who is Canadian and who is American at times, okay? Accents are hard. Favorite movie, just like favorite movie thing, the movie I think the highest of is the original Godzilla. My favorite movie, as in like the one I enjoy watching the most. It's a hard question. Probably something out of the MCU. Probably one of the Captain America movies. Good night, Tommy. Have a good night. Have a good night, Tommy. OSHAWOTT. OSHAWOTT standing slightly on the incline right there amuses me good. Also, guys, we are starting a special project, which is a Maxis Out of Context compilation. So, I'm gonna need you, wonderful viewers at home, to find your favorite and best moments of me out of context from streams, from recorded series, and send them into me so I can put together the out of context Maxis, like, just compilation. Because it's probably going to go out some point later this month. Because the thing is, I don't know what good for me out of context is. Because, like, for me, I know the context behind most of the comments I make. So I would be a very poor judge of out of context good moments. Which is where you come in handy. Because you guys are the ones that are going to be selecting the out of context stuff. I have more random meta clips than that. I mean, the thing is, that's the other thing, Mudkip. Random ones also go well into out of context. So again, those are all applicable. Yeah, that one is great, Foxy. That one is a great one. I told you to send me that one, because, like, I knew I was going to be doing this thing, so that's why I had you send that. The thing is, I need the specific video, and I need the timestamp of it. Because, you remember, I would need to sift through all of the streams that I do to find those things. Keep in mind, it would basically take me months to go through all of my stuff to find, like, the necessary. So that's why because again, you guys are the ones that will find the out of context moments that are most delightful to send in. And then those will all be strung together into like a 30-minute just thing of out of context me. So, I think you guys are going to enjoy that. In the specific clip you should have go ding. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was saying, Foxy. That's why, like, the specific clip is what I need. Because that shows me this is where it is in the video. It's this far in. Right there. Go. Cut that out. There we go. You know, it's not like, oh, this thing was from this day. Okay. Some of my streams can be, like, 6 hours long. I'm not gonna be able to go watch the entire 6-hour thing. You know, I'd be looking through a 6-hour thing. for like 30 seconds. When it's just me, when I have to look through, like, 35 other streams. Even probably even more than that. It's probably more like, 400 at this point. Which I just wouldn't be able to do and edit together all that in a reasonable time frame. I redid the room. Now I have an actual chair again. Which makes me feel like doing competitive too. Gonna start doing Gen 5 Battle Tower. A bit rusty with Gen 9. Well, to be fair, Generation 8 and Generation 9 are very, very different in terms of, like, battling stuff, so it may not be the best for preparations. You do it all the time for Vandy. Fun. I mean, again, that's how I appreciate it, Foxy. I am going to be doing stuff in, like, a lot of the Max Out of Context channel. That's going to be put in. So, again, it's really just a thing of, like, okay, gotta find the right stuff, the right clips, and the right things. And, again, this is where you, the viewers, can have input on stuff that I do by giving me what those out-of-context moments are. Because, as we all know, no context is the best kind of context. Yeah, not really too sure how long tonight's stream is gonna be. What did we start at today? Like 30? Yeah, we started at 1. So we've already gotten to about 80 eggs. And one of the reasons I love using egg power is like, yeah, no, you just go through eggs like ridiculous quick. Like super, super duper freaking quick. I can't believe I didn't realize how fast you hatched eggs with these. I was like, no, I'm smooth brain. It's super good. I think I might have hatched eggs with egg power before once, and then just never done it again because I was lazy. But now I was like, no, this is just too good. It's too powerful. Look at that, we're just blitzing through everything. You know, it's like, we spend 1-2 minutes on hatching an entire thing of 5 eggs. It's gonna help us blitz through all these Masuda shiny hunts very, very quickly. I love how OSHAWOTT is buried in the ground. Just the ground is just right here. Casually having the ground up to the midsection. This is why we love you, OSHAWOTT. You are adorable. Oh, that's what pinged me, was that group chat. That's what it is. It was the Versus Soul Link group chat is what got me. Not a clue, Jay. Not really a clue. Look how happy OSHAWOTT is. OSHAWOTT's a good bean. Yeah, I'm not going to be breeding any OSHAWOTT that have a specific 0 IV, because it doesn't actually need them. Which is kind of good for me, because it saves a little bit of my sanity. But, other than that, we're fine. We grooving. We do a little bit of grooving. Yeah, it might also end up being a little bit of a shorter stream than usual, because I did go running today again. You know, because it's been warming up a bit, I can go out and run a bit more. So it leaves me a little bit more tired. I want hunt, but it's so slow, because I have to wait 5 minutes to get 10 eggs. Hatch them. Reset, since we don't have home yet. They release it. We'd be mass release. I don't mind releasing them. Like, a lot of the time I will release the eggs when I just don't really have anything to do. Like, I'm exporting a video. I'll go in, I'll release a couple of eggs. Then, you know, I'll release a couple eggs, do another thing, release a couple eggs, do a thing, release a couple eggs, do a thing, release a couple eggs, do a thing. A good way of doing it is you break up the is to break up the releasing, so it's not just done like a giant block. But yeah, it's like I actually enjoy the batch hatching, because yeah, it takes a long time to do. to release the eggs, but when home comes out, which we're going to be getting home relatively soon, probably, hopefully, that would be helpful. Yeah, of course it does help with that, but yeah. Honestly, my main thing I'm going to be using home for is I'm just going to be moving. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Whacked my hand on this thing. One thing I'm going to be doing is basically moving all of my Pokemon over from this game into my Scarlet version. So I can basically just have like 28 boxes, like 28 boxes just full of eggs to hatch. Hello, Andreas. How are you doing? Can someone please go grab Andreas SSG's link? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing delightful, my good buddy Andreas. And this gets us to 10. Okay, so this is our last box of eggs. Oh, no, last 2 boxes of eggs. We have really? We only do 270. Huh. I thought I had more eggs than that. Well, I mean, again, I can just finish the Rowlet hunts. I can finish the Rowlet eggs as well. But it's good because I need to finish those as well. Early 2023, last month, early, started mid. Yeah. Like, I think realistically we'll probably get it within the next couple of days. But yeah, it's just like the wait for when it is going to come is the only thing. But I'm mostly going to be moving stuff over into my Scarlet version, so I just have more space to collect eggs for. Because, like, that's the best part, is being able to collect eggs. And also, where the frick did my chapstick go? Again, I would lose my head if it wasn't screwed onto my neck. Home update might come out when all Gen's most popular starters have had a terror raid event in each Gen. Only 3 gens to go. Yeah, but the thing is, at that point, that would be almost a month. That would be like a month and a half away, though. Because even if they accelerate the terror raids to a terror raid is every 2 weeks, you know, they wouldn't be able to cram that in all the time. They wouldn't be able to cram in the rest of them. So, you know, I don't think it's gonna be they're waiting for the most popular starters of every gen. I think what they're probably waiting for is just a little more time to pass. I think we're probably gonna get it after Typhlosion, because I'm expecting Typhlosion's the next terror raid. Well, Mudkip, you don't have a body. You are just an ethereal mass of suffering, feasting chaos. That's what you are, Mudkip. I'm gonna go find my. I'm gonna go need to find that thing at Chapstick. It just vanished. 5. But yeah, I don't think they're waiting for anything in particular. I don't think they're waiting for like a particular raid boss. I think they're waiting for that because if legendary is going to be transferable, 7 stars is going to be easy. That's why I'm pretty sure they bumped up the HP, Andreas. Because a lot of people may not realize this, but Samurot's HP is 35 times its normal value. Previous level 7 raid bosses had their HP at 30 times HP. So Charizard, you know, in total, you basically have to knock out a Charizard 30 times to knock out the, you know, Terra Raid boss Charizard. But the Samurott had 35 times normal health. Which means one of 2 things. It could potentially mean both, but it could mean one or the other. More so. That is, they have realized that, okay, we are starting to clown on Terror Raid bosses. They need to bump up the HP to make it a little more difficult. Or they recognize when Home comes out, we are going to be bringing in things like Mewtwo. We are going to be bringing in things like Rayquaza. They are going to be bringing in all these absurd overly ridiculous high stat legendaries that get things like setup options, and then we're going to even further clown on Terra raid bosses. So, what's the way to push back against that? Well, you give them even more absurd stat lines. We have April, May, and June left in spring. But yeah, it's... I don't think... Yeah, I think they're gonna definitely jack up raid difficulty when it comes to after legendaries can get accessed in the game. You know, like the other legendaries in mass. But also, like, by the same logic, we also already do have legendaries accessible within the game. You know, we do have Miraidon and Koraidon, which we can use. So, remains to be seen. You know, there does remain to be seen several things. The 5-star Ditto event is going to be a good way to shiny hunt Ditto. Yeah, but I already have a shiny Ditto, Andreas. That's the good thing. I got my shiny Ditto from Dynamax Adventures. So I'm already good on that front. God, shiny Ditto would be... I'm so glad I got shiny Ditto. Like, in Sword and Shield. Because hunting shiny Ditto in this game would drive me nuts. Also why I'm glad I got my shiny Salazzle back in Sword and Shield because of Dynamax Adventures. So I don't need to do the horror that is freaking breeding eggs roulette or just encountering it. Hello there, Lionheart Plays. How are you doing? I'm doing delightful. Oh, I don't breed for IVs, Andreas. I have really no need to breed for IVs because I have a comically absurd amount of bottle caps. Like, what are my bottle caps up to right now? I'm just curious. Just for the kick in the teeth, what am I at? I am up to probably at the bottom of the list, all things considered now. Yeah, I'm at over 200 bottle caps right now, and I've rarely used them. So it's like, I mean, this is the way that I think about it. If I need 5 bottle caps for a Pokemon to fully EV train, you know, 5 at minimum. Well, 5 at maximum. So, divide 200 by 5. That's 40. You know, I could build 40 Pokemon with bottle caps, which is... How many teams is that? 40 divided by 6 is... 40 divided by 6... 36... 66, that's well over 6.5 teams that I can build right there. And I frequently reuse Pokemon for teams. Like, I don't think I'll ever need that many bottle caps. And, you know, I don't really need, like, the whole fussing with Ditto to pass down IVs. Especially, like, back in Sword and Shield, I have even more bottle caps. So, breeding with Ditto is not really something I need to do. If anything, I need to breed the Zeros more. But one of the mods, please go grab Lionheart's link, please. How are you doing? Yeah, I've tried sorting my inventory, Lionheart. It just doesn't like being sorted, because it sorts it in the most absurd, stupid way where you can't find the stuff you want. I missed Sword and Shield, how, like, a bottle cap and stuff were at the top of the list. I don't think that's at the bottom now. I don't like, though, the way it's sorted out. I also don't like that you can't, like, press over and it, like, scrolls the page down, because it moves the thing side to side. I don't like that they changed that. That was helpful for looking through quickly. Oh, so Bravo, that's what that was. Nice. About to grab some food. Food is delicious. Yes, but the thing is, that would require me to go and favorite all of the things. The problem is favoriting everything. That's why I preferred the shoulder buttons that you could just like sort en masse through stuff. I get why they removed it, because like the shoulder buttons I think actually do something now in the menus, but it's not a fan of the changes. There were a few button changes that Sword and Shield had that I think were objectively better. One of them being I liked how the shoulder and trigger buttons acted as the A button in Sword and Shield. You know, I do miss that. I get why they don't have it in this game, though. I do understand that. The awkward thing is going from Sword and Shield with the EBL to this one, where the buttons in the PC do not do the same things. I'm just watching through the footnotes love. Yeah, Jay, we know about this way that we could have saved the T-Rex. Jay, we know about there was a way we could have saved Rexy. Final Flux my Pro Controller. I broke playing Unite in Splatoon. Oh, fix the Pro Controller. Broke Unite. Yikes. Do you have... How did you break your controller, Andreas? Did you just, like, snap it in half or, like, slam it on the table? Like, how did it break? Is the question. That is... Will it blend? That is the question. I used to love watching that channel so much. Will it blend? I was a very, very easily amused child. One of the buttons got outside of the case. How do you do that, Andreas? How do you get the button outside of it? That's some kind of skill right there. That's some kind of like a special skill. Right there, man. Oh, smash. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then. I never got a beast ball, nor did I get Rowlet. I can get you a Rowlet if you need, Mudkip. Also, you get the beast ball by filling out the Pokedex. I told you this already, Mudkip. You need to fill the Pokedex out and then have the evaluation rewards. That's how you get beast ball. The one thing I hate about my hair, it holds on to, like, shampoo. And, like, it dries like a crust on my hair at times. And, like, I don't like it. It feels awkward. Alright. Nice. Sounds delightful. Yeah, Mudkip does Mudkippy things. Mudkip does Kippy things. Okay, it's a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting it from the Ace tournament. I don't think that is a practical way of doing it, Andreas, unless you have a turbo controller. You know, unless you have the turbo, it's not effective. I want Rowlet in Beast Ball. Well, too bad, Mudkip. I don't think many people have a Beast Ball Rowlet. That's kind of an underlying issue. Is the Decidueye raids are gone. They might return. They may return eventually. We don't know. Yet. They may turn. It's gonna be really, really weird if they do bring back the Terra raids. But at the same time, it's gonna be like, okay, well, we know how to beat these things already. They're gonna be actually even easier when we actually get the legend, when we get the legendaries in the game. They're gonna be even easier to beat, because again, we're gonna have even better stuff. Like, I'm looking forward. Caught mine on a beast ball. Oh, really? Neat. I don't remember what ball I caught my Decidueye in. I got mine in a luxury ball. I did the Academy about 5 times and got outboard. Yeah. See, that's the reason why people do it with a turbo controller, Mudkip. And the way people do it is they slap an amulet coin on a Sylveon. They have Sylveon be the only thing in their party. They give it a very specific effort value spread. Give it Pixelate Hyper Voice. And then they just have the Pro Controller running through the entire night, beating the thing over and 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 over again. Level 2 Magikarp, a terrible nature. Good idea. I mean, wasn't using anything else. I just saved my Master Ball. I basically just collect them at this point. Because it's like, I don't need them. You know, with the removal of roaming legendaries, which, in my opinion, is the greatest decision ever made, roaming legendaries can suck an egg, is I don't feel the need to ever use them. So it's like, I just hoard them, which is good for me, because when we eventually shiny on Arceus, I'm probably going to need my Master Ball. I don't even have a turbo controller, Mudkip. I don't even have a turbo. Yet. I'll get one eventually. Yeah, I never use my Master Ball. I still have 2 Master Balls back in my Sword and Shield version. Well, not my Sword. I still have 2 Master Balls back in my Sword version. Not my Sword, my Shield version. Because I got the one you get from Peony, and then I have the one you get in the normal game. And I never use them. I just keep them. Because it's almost like you don't need them anymore. I put my Master Ball as a held item on my Flame Body Pokemon. You know what? That's the power move right there, Andreas. That is a power move. And I respect it. There we go. The little bit of the curtain that just is slightly showing always bugs me. I was like, finally about time I fix that. Lots of Master Balls people trading them away. Ah, yes, the Gend Master Balls. The hacked Master Balls. Hey, okay, we did find a 0 speed one. You know what? Just in the event I ever have something to do with you, we'll put you here. Just in the event I ever want a 0 speed one. You never know. Masterful. That is a very you thing, Mudkip. That does not shock me at all. Well, no, I'm talking about the ones where big people will put a Master Ball on a Pokemon that is Gen and just trade out Gen Pokemon that are shinies that have Master Ball. Did you never encounter those? Were you fortunate enough to never encounter a hacked Pokemon on the GTS with a Master Ball held item? Nice. Andreas almost finished with his Generation 9 shinies. Delightful. I don't actually know how many more shinies I need of mine. I know there's a good number I still need. Because I need all the starters. I need 2 members of the Frigibax family. I need 2 Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet. I need a few. I could probably go through and check off, like, okay, what are the ones I need? But I think, like, I have most of them. Hello there, Brent. How you doing? Okay, see, that's the correct thing to do, Foxy. Deleting them instantly is the correct thing to do. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Okay, we are almost... there we go. Watch this thing and I just hear, no... What did Tin do? Did Tin get Mario Karted? Oh, fun. Again, we're going to be rating Tin with that. I hope Mariah can ride on a shiny. I don't think they will, Andreas. Those are probably going to be DLC code. Not DLC code. Those are probably just going to be like a giveaway GameStop code, because it's what they've done for all the legendary shinies of the past several years. It's just, here's a GameStop gift card. Here's a GameStop code. Here's a GameStop code. Here's a GameStop code. Here's a GameStop code. It's what they do. It's their usual MO. It's lame, but I don't mind it. Yeah, it's like, see, that's kind of the one thing I hate about being the realist among, like, the creators, is I'm, like, the perpetual buzzkill. Because it's like, remember, realism exists. We have to temper expectations. Like, I feel like I'm always the buzzkill for that reason. Where it's like, everyone's got, like, all the hype, all the positives. Like, I'm just like, no, but this is, like, probably what's gonna happen. And it just kills the mood. I hate being the buzzkill. But we do at times need, like, an anchor to ground stuff, because otherwise expectations can get out of proportion. And then we basically get a repeat of what happened with, like, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky remake, Hope, which never happened, because it was all lies by leakers. And it was like, at the end, I was like, I hate. At the end of the whole thing, I just, like, felt horrible, because, like, I said it probably was not gonna be real, and it wasn't real. But also, it was like, it really, really sucked. Like, after that, I was like, no, I crushed the hope of a lot of people because of the realism, and I hate that. I hate being the realist. Yes. No, I caught it in a moonball. Yeah, my OSHAWOTT was caught in a moonball. I can get the one in my Scarlet version. Probably can get that one in a luxury ball. Because I haven't caught that one yet. Realism is boring. There's a difference between realism and pessimism, Alex. They are not the same. They frequently overlap, but they are not the same. I will not take this realism slander. Well, technically, in print, technically slander is spoken. In print, it's libel, as J.K. Simmons taught me. Moonball. The moonball, I think, matches the color. I think it just matches the color scheme a bit better. Yes. Decidueye I caught in this game. I caught in a luxury ball. In my Scarlet version, I caught that one in a moonball. And I'm probably going to be bringing that one over to shiny breed that one. For purposes. Because I know a lot of people did the friend ball, but it's like, it's not the right shade of green. It's not the right shade of green to match the friend ball, so like, I'm not going to do the friend ball. Maybe I do it with Roaring Moon. Maybe I will go shine another Roaring Moon and use that the friend ball. Continue move on. I can. That will take some time though. That'll take a hot minute, Andreas, to do. But I can do that. I can definitely do that. I do have a Ditto in that file, so I can definitely send that. Happy little OSHAWOTT. Water. One more, and then this goes up to 5. There we go. Moongo Rar. Roaring Moon is still probably going to be, like, my favorite Paradox. But, like, I like Walking Wake. Walking Wake is probably going to be the one that I use the most competitively. But Roaring Moon's always going to be my favorite. Because it's the moon that goes rar. Yeah, there's our last box of eggs. Foxy, we've already had a shiny Roaring Moon. We've had a shiny Roaring Moon. for about a month at this point. We've had a shiny roaring moon for a good while. Favorite song, Jay? Now that's a question right there. Probably Sabaton's Steel Commander. That is probably my favorite song. Yeah, final answer, Sabaton Steel Commander. I'm trying to get Rowlet. You were crazy, Andreas. You're a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Ooh. That's a nice... Oh, you mean just 300 Rowlet, not 300 shiny Rowlet in different Pokeballs. Okay. I was like, you're gonna get 10 shiny Rowlet? I was a little concerned. But now the context makes sense, because again, context is important. I know, Mudkip. I saw that, and it was like, oh my gosh, 0.8. Oh. This wasn't a race between Team Bigfoot, Team Nessie, and Team Aliens. This was a race between Team Nessie and Team Aliens. And in the end, Team Nessie gonna win. Because Team Nessie did win. Yeah. Poor Team Bigfoot, though. Poor Team Bigfoot. I love how you thought that Team Nessie was gonna lose, Mudkip. You thought we were gonna lose, but we won. Well, what do you mean? Well, what do you mean Team Bigfoot somehow got pro win? What do you mean? It would not surprise me if all the people on Team Bigfoot were all Beacon of Nick. It was like the entirety of the Beacon of Nick side of things. Yeah, it's like I think this was probably the most lopsided Splatfest in terms of number of players, because, like, Mudkip and I... Exactly, because, like, Mudkip and I were playing for, like, 2 hours on Sunday, and then, like, we played a couple of hours on a different day. And we played, like, again, for a few hours just straight. And we saw no Team Bigfoot matchups. Every single matchup was Team Nessie versus Team Aliens. And after I left, because I had to go prepare some stuff for some other thing, and Mudkip just DM'd me, just in all exclamation points, just like all caps, I finally found Team Bigfoot match. It was like, it was like, was it Saturday night or Sunday morning that you sent that, Mudkip? Because I don't remember at this point. Which Splatfest themes? I find the Splatfest themes amusing. Yeah, 3 times in the whole thing. What do you mean Team Bigfoot won the pro? I don't know what that means. Yeah, can you explain? Because remember, I'm smooth brain. Very smooth brain. I only fought Bigfoot 3 times in 4 hours. Pff. I did not fight a single Team Bigfoot. It was exclusively Team Alien. Like it was Loch Ness versus UFOs. It was Scotland versus Area 51. Loch Ness versus Area 51. I love it. There's normal, pro, and tricolor. Oh, maybe all the people who were playing on Team Big were all playing pro. Okay. But yeah, no, it's just like, Nessie just crushed it. Yesterday. Yeah, I found Deep Big. Yeah. It was the first time Mudkip fought Team Bigfoot was like a day and a half into the Splatfest. The Splatfest was 75% over at that point. I mean, they put up a decent fight. They put up a very good fight in Pro. Yeah, I love your pessimism. I love your pessimism, Mudkip, that Team Nessie was going to lose, and then it's just, nope, we won. Canada just off court. I mean, literally everywhere has its own version of Bigfoot, though, Alex. Like, there's the Yeti in the Himalayas. There's the Hibagon in Japan. There's the Orang Pendek. There is Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the skunk ape. There's freaking Bigfoot everywhere across the world. Like, I'm pretty sure every country has its own Bigfoot variant. I'm like 92% sure. Like, maybe some don't. Outside of, like, Antarctica. Like, Antarctica on a country's continent. If you ever get a chance, drop my stream to the Moonball Rowlet. I will definitely try and get you one of those, Andreas. I will definitely try and get you one. I enjoy the Splatfest teams. I enjoy the themes. I think that they're generally vaguely amusing. The most entertaining one, though, this probably was my favorite. Aside from the Pokemon one, this might have been my favorite Splatfest theme. Because, like, for those who don't know, many years ago, my brother, my dad, and we would all watch the show Monster Quest on the History Channel. And, like, I very fondly remembering just, like, laying on the floor, like, 4 feet away from the TV, just like this. Just like, with, like, a pillow under my chest, just, like, watching the TV as Monster Quest was on. And it's like, I have very fond memories of watching that show. So, like, and I always just love cryptids. So it's like, personal connection moment. They should have done Mothman instead of Bigfoot. I mean, they say Mothman brings disaster everywhere it goes. The only disaster Mothman brought would have been to its own team. But yeah, I enjoy, like, cryptid shows. I love those. It's, like, if I'm not watching, like, history documentaries, or listening to Sabaton, or editing, or streaming, or sleeping, I'm probably watching something on cryptids. Or Atlantis. Because that's always fun. That's always a fun thing. That's always an amusing thing. Also, was there ever... Oh, Mudkip, you know Splatoon more than I do. Was there ever anything Splatoon did that involved Transformers? Because I remember there was, like, an official piece of, I think it was either Callie or Marie. I forget which one it is. It was, like, the last Splatfest. It was, like, official art. And it had one of them with, like, a luggage bag. And then, like, one of those, like, wheelie luggage things. And then, like, you know, slapped on it were a whole bunch of stickers for, like, some of the Splatfests. And then I just remember there was, like, just a Decepticon logo on there. And I'm like, when the hell did Splatoon ever do anything with Transformers? So it's like, was there ever a thing that did that, or is it like, because like, why? It was just weird. What's the chupacabra? That Mothman had a big foot. I mean, the chupacabra is still like a pretty widely spread thing. Don't think there was. Wait. Oh, wait. So wait, were the 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles platforms, was it like, okay, here's 2 of the turtles, then the winner of the 2 Splatfests then go up against each other? So was it like, okay, one Splatfest is Leo and Raph, then the other one is Mikey and Donnie, and then the winners of those 2 is then the next one after that? Was that how it worked? Because that would be that's a pretty cool way of doing a Splatfest. It was like a sequential tournament of Splatfests. That would be the awesome way to just close out Splatoon. Is, okay, over the last, like, 2 years, there's been, like, all these Splatfests. So to close the thing out, it's gonna be the winner of all the Splatfests is you put in a tournament bracket of Splatfests. So you can be, like, Team Fire-type Pokemon going up against Team Nessie. Like, that would be awesome. Like, I can go find the picture and, like, just send it to you in DM, because I'm like, it was weird. It was like, why is there a Decepticon logo on this thing? Why is there Transformers? I mean, like, I could see, oh yeah, Decepticon Autobot Splatfest. I could see that. I could realistically see that. But, like, I did a little bit of it. I didn't see anything. But, like, it was official art, apparently. Oh, wait, there was a Transformers Splatfest. I thought about Decepticon with Splatoon 1. I knew it! Echo said there wasn't. And I was like, there has, because they're all Splatfest connected. I knew it had to be something. I knew it. Okay, good. Okay, yes, okay. I'm glad I wasn't imagining that. Yeah, I was like... Honestly, like... I kind of mentioned this a little bit in the closing statements I make at the end of the Splatoon credits, but for as much as I really wish I played Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, I'm almost, in a way, kind of glad I didn't play those games, because I think had I played Splatoon 1 and, you know, Splatoon 2, I don't really think that my enjoyment of Splatoon 3 would have been, like, as strong as it has been. Because, like, I wouldn't have had, like, you know, oh yeah, I know about this series, you know, do I eventually get it? Will I play it? Maybe I don't, maybe I do. And then actually playing it, and then, like, enjoying the series at my own pace. You know, after, you know, all this stuff, is like, I think that it enhanced the enjoyment. It was marshmallows versus hot dogs and Splats. Now that's an awesome Splatfest. Marshmallows. I mean, I could see that, like, campfire food. Yeah, I could see that. I would have been hot dog versus hamburger. But, I mean, that's a pretty interesting. Like, again, this is why I love Splatoon. It's a series that takes itself seriously enough that it plays itself straight. But, like, in universe, it takes itself seriously. But out of universe, you can tell it just doesn't, it's a series that does not take itself seriously, and it enjoys just doing whatever the hell it wants. And that's what makes it such a great and enjoyable series. It's just silly. It does not bind itself to a rigid thing. It's like, no, we can just do whatever the hell we want, because we can. SpongeBob versus Patrick SpongeBob. That does not shock me. I'm not shocked by that. I know that there was like a grasshopper versus something else, like another bug Splatfest. Was it grasshoppers versus locusts or something like that? I don't know. Which is weird because grasshoppers and locusts are the exact same thing. Which is what I actually really, really, really like. That you have like Nimble, which is a grasshopper, evolving into Lokex, which is supposed to be a locust. Well, grasshoppers and locusts are the exact same things. Just you call them locusts when they're in a swarm. So like I like that. Marshmallows versus hot dogs. So, were there any particularly funny Splatfests from Splatoon 1? Was there a ketchup versus mustard Splatfest? Because, like, I feel like they have to have, like, either a ketchup versus mustard in one of the previous ones, and if they don't, they have to do ketchup versus mustard versus relish in Splatoon 3. I mean, I'm team ketchup. Like, I eat ketchup on, like, basically everything. I used to eat ketchup on rice. I used to eat it on mashed potatoes. Like, I would put ketchup on literally everything. Aside from ice cream. You do not mix ketchup and ice cream. They're two great things on their own. But you do not mix them together. Same thing with bacon and chocolate. They are fantastic. But do not mix them. They do not go together. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. They actually had a Splatfest for the pineapple pizza eating heathens. Oh, that's actually kind of comical. I love that. Okay. So we got a couple more eggs for Rowlet Ball. I want to hatch. We got 10 more eggs. So we are going to hatch these 10 more eggs, then we're going to be ending up at Burger King. Made that a reality. I would not say yes to bacon ice cream. I would say that's a hard no. That sounds disgusting. Bacon ice cream, no. No. That should never exist. There should not be a bacon ice cream. Bacon is for breakfast and occasionally burgers. And also wrapped around steak. It is not for ice cream. Also, bacon goes on pizza. But bacon has a lot of uses for things that are not dessert. I like bacon. Bacon is delicious. But it does not belong on ice cream. Ice cream is for sweets. Like chocolate, mint. You know, like mint, like Thin Mints. You know, mint. You know, mint, chocolate chip, and mint. You know, like peppermint patties, basically. I don't care for even like fruit ice cream. Not my cup of tea. Don't really care much for fruit. In my opinion, if you're gonna have, you know, dessert, it should be something that is not tasting like something healthy. But fair enough. I know some people like that. But like, freaking pro pineapple, anti-pineapple, mayo versus ketchup versus. No. No. Oh no. Okay, I can see mayo versus ketchup versus mustard instead of relish. But like, no, mayo versus ketchup. No, mayo, no. You do not mix mayo and ketchup. Which is weird, because I love tuna fish. I love to eat tuna fish sandwiches, and like, you have to mix in mayo with tuna, but I don't like mayo. I put as minimum amount of mayo in my tuna as possible. And then I should just eat the tuna out of the can without even the mayo. I'm weird. I like seafood. Does it come from the ocean? Yes. I like it. Most of the time, I don't like seaweed. Or kelp. I've yet to try sushi, though. I kind of want to try sushi at some point. So at some point, I'm going to try sushi. Then again, I will never be able to look at tatsugiri the same after I have sushi. So, maybe I don't eat sushi. Because I can't have tatsugiri looking at me disapprovingly. No! Mayonnaise is not an instrument, Alex. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay. It's a real thing. Why am I not surprised Heinz would sell that? But we are going to be going on a raid soon. Nice work on that, Andreas. Drawing starter paradox Pokemon. Fake Pokemon. Alright, is Tinier live still? Tinier is still live. Tinier is still live. Alright, Mudkip. Deploy the raid tag. Deploy the raid tag, Mudkip. Are they started? 2 with 1 with 1. You're explaining that off screen, Mudkip. You're explaining that. But yes, like Mudkip, begin to deploy the raid tag because we are almost done with stream, and it's time to go on a raid. Over to Tinier. Yes, Tinier is Canadian. Okay. I knew Tinier was Canadian because Tinier makes some flubs. 2 more eggs, and then we go for raid. But yeah, it's good. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. It's hard to do a union circle in a shiny hunt. What's more satisfying compared to Link? I would disagree on that, Andreas, because I don't like the potential for someone to yoink my shinies, as well as the game possibly disconnecting me. But yeah, so we are going to raid Tinier with that raid tag. Don't ask. It makes sense in context. Just post the raid tag for that. And there we go. Tick that up to catch 10 eggs. There we go. Going to 5. I will see you guys next time. Let's rock and roll. And have a wonderful night, everyone. Let's go raid Tinier. See you guys next time.